Hey guys, so nice to see you again. Today I'm going to talk about a computer mouse. Specifically, I'm going to tell you how it works, how to set it up, some settings that you can apply to it, how to troubleshoot it if something goes wrong, and some of the advanced features of the computer mouse. But don't worry, we are going to do all of this in small, digestible chunks. So let's get started. So first of all, how does a computer mouse actually work? Well, it basically captures any kind of movement you make and translates that to the movement of the cursor on the screen. Now, there are a variety of different types of computer mice, each one using its own technology. The most common ones are the optical mouse and the laser mouse. These days we have mechanical or ball mice, wireless mice, trackball mice, touch mice, gesture mice. Okay, so basically the mechanical or ball mouse. Now this was the early technology. In fact, the very first computer mice were ball mice, and they use a rolling ball inside. The mouse that moves two rollers that are perpendicular to each other, and those movements are then converted into electrical signals that are sent to the computer, and that results in the movement of the cursor on the screen. However, this technology is rarely used these days due to issues with precision and accuracy. Okay, now optical mouse. The optical mouse was a big revolution. It uses a light-emitting diode or LED and a sensor called a CMOS to detect movement. Essentially, the sensor takes thousands of images of the surface beneath the mouse every second and tracks the changes in the patterns of light and dark areas to determine the direction and speed of movement. This type of mouse is great because it doesn't require any physical contact between the mouse and the surface, and it works really well on a variety of different surfaces. However, they tend to perform worse on glossy surfaces. That's where the laser mouse comes in. The laser mouse is pretty much the same as the optical mouse, except that instead of an LED, it uses a laser to project light onto the surface below. This means that the mouse can collect more precise data about its movement, and therefore it is able to track movement more accurately, especially on glossy surfaces. There are also wireless mice that come in two flavors. One is the RF mouse, and the other one is the Bluetooth mouse. They both achieve the same thing, the freedom of movement away from the tether of a wire. Both of these mice use a tiny electronic device called a USB dongle that plugs into the computer. The difference between the two is that the RF mouse communicates with the dongle using a special high-frequency signal called radio frequency, and the Bluetooth mouse uses, well, Bluetooth. Now, trackball mice work in a slightly different way. Instead of moving the entire mouse to move the cursor, you move the ball on top of the mouse. Now, this might sound a bit strange, but trackball mice can be really helpful for people who find it difficult to move a traditional mouse. Also, they take up less space on your desk. Now, touch mice, or gesture mice, are becoming increasingly popular. In fact, I know a lot of people who love Apple's Magic Mouse. Now, these mice typically have a flat surface that responds to touch inputs, allowing users to swipe and tap to control the cursor and perform actions. These mice often incorporate sensors that can detect multi-finger gestures, making it easier to navigate and perform tasks. Alright, so after you get your mouse, you're going to want to set it up and then start using it, but you're going to need to follow a few steps to get it going. Now, setting up a wired mouse is super easy. You just plug it into your computer, either into a USB port or into the older PS2 port, and wait for your operating system to install the necessary drivers. After that, you can test it out and you should see that the cursor moves when you move the mouse. Now, setting up a wireless mouse is not much different. You will need to insert batteries and then connect the USB receiver if you have an RF mouse, or enable Bluetooth on your computer if you have a Bluetooth mouse. Next, you need to pair the mouse with your computer. For a Bluetooth mouse, this usually means going to your settings menu to add a new Bluetooth device. Once that's done, you can test the mouse to ensure that everything is working okay. So you should check that the cursor moves when you move the mouse, that the clicks work, that the scroll wheel scrolls. Now, once your mouse is set up, you may want to customize it to better suit your needs and preferences. And most operating systems allow you to do that. For example, in Windows, go to your settings, then go to Bluetooth and devices, and then select mouse. Here you can adjust several aspects of your mouse, such as the pointer speed, the scroll wheel behavior, the primary button, and a couple of other features. In Mac OS, you go to System Settings and then select Mouse. Here you can adjust things like tracking speed, scrolling direction, and button configuration. And in Linux, if you are using GNOME or KDE, you go to Settings and then select Mouse and Touchpad. Here you can modify speed, acceleration, and button mapping. Sometimes, though, things go wrong, and that's why it's important to understand how to troubleshoot common mouse issues. Now, most of the time, problems with your mouse can be solved by following a few simple steps. If your mouse is not working at all, check the connection, check that the batteries are inserted correctly, and consider restarting your computer. Now, if your cursor is jumping or stuttering, try cleaning the sensor lens, if it's an optical or a laser mouse. Try using a mouse pad and ensure that the surface beneath the mouse is clean and obstruction-free. If your mouse is too slow or too fast, adjust the pointer speed in your operating system settings. If you have a wireless mouse and it's lagging, try moving it closer to the receiver and try removing any potential interference, such as other wireless devices. Now, if your mouse buttons aren't working properly, check for updated drivers or consider replacing the mouse. Okay, now that we have covered the basics, let's dive into some of the advanced features of computer mice. Many modern mice offer advanced features beyond basic input functionalities. Some gaming mice, for example, feature programmable buttons that allow users to assign specific tasks or commands to them, providing an edge in gameplay. Higher-end mice allow users to adjust their sensitivity or DPI dots per inch, which determines the speed of the cursor movement. For instance, a higher DPI means a faster cursor movement. Now, touch mice like the Apple Magic Mouse support gesture controls, allowing users to perform actions with multi-finger gestures on the touch surface. Finally, some manufacturers provide dedicated software for their mice, enabling users to customize their behavior, lighting and other aspects according to their preferences. In fact, Logitech and Razer are two brands that come to mind that have software to manage their mice. Logitech Options and Razer Synapse respectively. In conclusion, the computer mouse has truly revolutionized the way we interact with our machines, making navigating graphical user interfaces intuitive and efficient. From the early ball mice to the advanced optical and laser technology currently available, these devices have come a long way. Whether you prefer the wired simplicity or the wireless flexibility, the choice of mouse depends on your specific needs and preferences. By understanding the different types of mice and their features, you can select the one that best suits your requirements. Furthermore, customizing your mouse settings can greatly enhance your overall user experience. Each operating system offers options to tailor the mouse behavior, sensitivity, and other parameters to your liking, allowing for a personalized setup that fits your workflow. In case of issues, troubleshooting common mouse problems can be done through simple steps like checking connections, updating drivers, and ensuring a clean sensor surface. Additionally, advanced features such as programmable buttons, DPI adjustment, and gesture controls elevate the mouse's functionality beyond basic input, catering to specific needs like gaming or multimedia usage. Manufacturers often provide dedicated software for configuration and customization, further enhancing the mouse's versatility. As technology continues to advance, we can expect even more innovative features and designs in future computer mice. Okay, so that was a quick overview of the computer mouse. If you would like me to go into more detail on a specific type of mouse or a specific configuration or setting, please leave a comment below. I am always listening to what you want me to cover next. Now, before you leave, please consider subscribing. It's free and helps bring more interesting videos. Thank you for watching. Have a great day and bye.